Hello, everyone. Welcome to, I'm kind of blurry. Hopefully this is good. Welcome to the Team Fit and Fierce team call. We are talking about going Emerald in the next 72 hours. So thank you guys so much for hopping on. So I just wanted to talk a little bit before we hop into the slideshow and everything. We talk about Emerald, and this is really like your first step to really like moving your business forward. And so what I want you to think about is getting in your car. Like, I'm going to use an analogy. So you get in your car, you put the keys in the ignition. Well, going Emerald is putting the keys in the ignition. To turn it on, that is hitting diamond. And to like put your car in reverse or drive, that's like your 2-star diamond. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about like these steps. But I just want you to think about that. Like, this is the stair step to getting to diamond. And it is literally U+2. And so I think with that, I am going to share my screen real quick. Let's see here. Give me just a second. I'm going to have to get on here. Let's see here. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining. I super appreciate it. If you're watching the replay, just let me know. Okay, here we go. So press play. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay, Emerald in 72 hours. This is a goal that should be your first goal. Let's see here. This should be your first goal in your business. This is going to set you up for success, and it really is something that's super attainable in really 24 hours, but we are going to work on it, especially with it being right after the holidays. We are going to push for the next 72 hours in getting to Emerald. So like I said, it's U+2, and we're going to talk about, signing up your spouse or maybe somebody that you trust, maybe it's a parent, maybe it's a sibling, but you're going to really, it's ideal to sign up a controlled business center. And when I say controlled business center, like for me personally, I signed up Adam, my husband, and that is going to help with anybody that you put underneath them. That's going to help with your team volume and just the team cycle bonus. Not only will you get team volume off of your controlled business center, but you will also get it off of your weak leg as well. So just something to think about. We're going to go into that more. Later on. But I want you guys to think about a coach that you really look up to. You follow their page. For me, it's like Amy Rada, Kate Morgan. But is there somebody else that you follow that's a coach, and it's just like, yeah, if I could be there, then I would be happy. And I want you to think about, Bonnie Engel. She is somebody that is the tippy top of the business, like the 1% of the company. But I want you to know that we all start as just one person, and she has all of these people have built their business, and this was the first stepping stone, was going Emerald. And it is really more than anything just a mindset. It's thinking about who would be the first people to really just support you. So my husband is my controlled business center. And then I also, I think the very first person that I signed up, she was a friend that I used to work with. But let me ask you this, and I don't have a lot of people on the call right now, but who do all of you guys know two people? And I think everybody would say that they know two people, right? And so you just need to think about two people that really care and support you and would do anything for you. Whether, that's your spouse, your parents, your siblings, your best friend. I think we all have two people that would say, whatever you need me to do, I'm there. And if you can get those two people to sign up, there you go. That's Emerald. Like, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And so Emerald is really just a mindset. You have to go out and find those two people that are going to really, truly support you. And then you're Emerald. And so let's talk about the benefits of hitting Emerald. So first off, you can start team cycling. Well, team cycling, and that goes back to the Controlled Business Center that we talked about. So you've got your husband, one of your family members or a best friend on your left leg. And every person that is added to the team, not just your team, but the people above you, so your upline, whenever they start adding, they're going to go either on your left or right leg. And that's where your team volume is going to start cycling. You have team volume and personal volume. And personal volume is everything that you purchase. And so, you're going to want to put your Controlled Business Center on your strong leg. And so they can benefit and you can benefit off of that team volume. And we're going to talk a little bit more about team volume here in a little bit. And excuse me. So kind of like what I talked about, Emerald is a stepping stone. You guys remember the analogy that I gave you about as far as like start putting the key in the ignition. This is your stepping stone to getting that car going on the highway 100 miles an hour. And this is your first stepping stone. This is really what's going to set you up for success. And that's why it's so important to push for Emerald. Another one is you're building your team. I can say personally, when I started and I started getting, I was really struggling as far as staying consistent. And that's when my coach, Molly, said, well, I think being a coach would help you with that accountability. And so I signed up as a coach. And when I got one person underneath me, it was like, dang, I got to step up my game, or like, why would I expect them to get results? Why would I expect them to work out every single day? Why would I expect them to drink Shakeology every day? if I'm not personally doing it. And so you're building your team, you're building your credibility, but even on top of that, you're getting these people results. And I can just tell you, when you get that first message and you're like, and one of your challengers says, you have completely changed my life. That's just a full circle moment of like, this is why I started this. And I mean, maybe you didn't start coaching to change people's lives, and that's okay. I didn't either. But when I started getting people on my team and they were like, this actually works, like you're changing my life, that's when it really got real for me. So, and then also just that credibility, people are super curious, but they're also very hesitant because of everything that's out there. And when you start adding people to your team, that just builds up your credibility. And it's going to show people that, like, you're not just in this to change your life, to change your progress, whatever your goals are. You're in it for the long haul. And last but not least is when you hit Emerald and when you hit Emerald, you start getting free customer leads. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that later on. But it's basically, people go into teambeachbody.com and they're like, hey, I want to start Transform 20. Well, that's basically Beachbody saying, hey, I'm going to trust you as a coach to reach out to these people because they want to start, but they just don't have a coach. And so you get the commission off of these people. So that can lead to a really nice income over time. So let's go on. Okay, so here is your controlled business center. And to reach Diamond, which, what did we talk about with the analogy? Putting the key in the ignition is hitting Emerald. Turning it on is Diamond. And so right here is your controlled business center. And really you need to talk to your upline about where you should place it, whether it's your left or right leg. And they'll be able to help you out on that, where both of you all will benefit as far as team volume and building those strong legs. So right here, you've got 4 people on your left side, 4 people on your right side, and 2 emeralds right here and right here. And it really doesn't matter exactly. One has to be on your left and one has to be on your right, but it doesn't matter who it is. So you could build your husband, build them to emerald. And that is a goal that you need to start pushing for. Once you hit emerald, like Diamond all the way up. And I don't want to overwhelm you guys because you're like, I don't know what the hell emerald is, what's Diamond, what's 2-star Diamond. And trust me, once you really get into this business, you'll start hearing those and they'll make a lot more sense for you. So, sorry, my dog is like trying to play with me. So we're talking about emerald, we're talking about Diamond, 2-star Diamond, and you're like, Christina, you're overwhelming me. Well, I want you, let's go back to your U+2, right? Okay. Why are you pushing for emerald? Why are you pushing for Diamond? Why are you working this business? I want you to send your coach your why, your big, big why. And maybe it's just for the accountability. Maybe it's an extra $100 because that would help with the bills every single month. Or maybe you are pushing to quit your full-time job. Like, that is a big why. That is a huge why. I want you to really dig deep and say, what can I do with this and where can I go? And I want those goals, those whys to be huge. I want it to scare you. I want it to make you tear up when you start talking about it. I mean, for me personally, where me and my husband are talking about kids, and I am going to love staying home, quitting my full-time job and staying home with the kids. Like, I cannot wait to do that. And so that is my big, big why. So I want you to ask yourself, what is your why and why are you working towards this? So, okay, so I said we were going to talk about team cycling. Here it is. So you've got your controlled business center over here, and so you've got your left leg and your right leg over here. And so as you can see, these team cycle bonuses, this is where the money starts coming in. So you've got your controlled business center and your other leg, and every time it cycles 100, so that would be 5 times. Yeah, 5 times, sorry. And so your bonus every time it cycles is $14. And so right there, $70, and so on and so forth. $1,500 to $3,000 is $210. That is literally just a bonus from Beachbody saying, good job, your team is growing and they're actually putting in the work. And so once you really start growing your team, this volume can get huge and those bonuses can get huge. So that is just something to think about, something to look forward to when we press and push for Emerald. Okay, we kind of talked about free leads. These are literally just people that will show up in your email and saying, hey, I'm sorry, they won't show up in your email. They will show up in your coach online office in the back office, and it will say one new customer. And I just literally reach out to these people and send them an email and say, hey, I noticed you wanted to start with this new program. How can I help you? I am your coach. How can I help you? But it's literally just free leads that Beachbody gives us after you hit Emerald. Okay, so here is where that's kind of just the benefits and what you get with Emerald. We need to start putting this into action and putting a plan together. So first off, go to your calendar and write down your date. Maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's a week from now. And like I said, honestly, you can hit Emerald in 24 hours if you're really pushing. But I want you to write your Emerald goal date. Now, I want you, whether it's 4 people or 10 people, but I want you to think about those people that really inspire you, or maybe you're like they would benefit from this. I'm benefiting from this and they could totally benefit from this. I want you to write a list of from 4 to 10 people that you're like, I want to do this with them. And I want you to send that list to your coach. I want you to send your Emerald date and your list of 4 to 10 people of your dream team. I don't want you to have any like hesitation. Literally write down 10 people. And, I've been re-listening to the 5-second rule, and our minds hold us back from so much. And I literally want you to just brainstorm. You can come up with more than 10 people, but I'm giving you a goal of 10 people. And just don't even think about it. Just do it. And then send your Emerald date and your list of 4 to 10 people to your coach so they can cheer you on, they can hold you accountable, and if you have any questions, that is like that's why your coach is there. That's why we're all here. We're a team. So make sure and send that. Like I was kind of talking about the 5-second rule, we need to stop second guessing ourselves. I know I do this personally, but this can change your life if you let it. And not only can it change your life, it can change the people around you. And so get uncomfortable and share your passion and sign those 4 people up. I cannot say how much this has changed my life. And it's not even like the extra money, the monetary side of it is really nice. But the fact that this has changed my confidence, this has changed my outlook on life, just everything. I can't even think about, just like a year ago, I was scared to speak up in a crowd or talk to a new person, just like a random person out at the grocery store. But now I have that confidence, I have that energy, that boldness, that I really feel like I could do anything. So get uncomfortable and share your passion. And we are going to be doing some shout outs for the people that go Emerald in the next 72 hours. So if you are ready to push and this is your time, it is the end of the year and people are making those New Year resolutions. So make sure and like message your coach and be like, okay, I did it. Because not only will you be getting a public shout out, but you will be getting a special gift from us. So since we don't have any people on the call, if you'd like to, I'm going to post this recording in the team page. And if you have any questions, make sure and comment below. But that is all I have. I don't want you guys to second guess yourself, because I believe in you wholeheartedly and I know that you can do this. So make sure and reach out if you have any questions, but I love you guys. Have a wonderful night.